Hello, hello. Hello, Chloe. Thanks for coming along. Hello. So I thought, also sorry if you can hear chewing noises. My dog has decided now's the perfect time for his antler. So yeah, I thought I would just do some impromptu reading sprints / productivity sprints. I know here in the UK it's like lunchtime on a Friday, so God. So yeah, people are probably working as well, but I just needed some motivation to read and had the afternoon off work, so thought I would host some sprints because I haven't done it in a very long time. So my dog, right. So he's a bit distracting right now. Just listening to a recommended podcast while I work. Yes, we love ICMAP. Can't wait for that season to return. Hello, Becca. Thank you for coming along. Hey, Liam. Thanks for coming. Just chilling before I start work. Fun. What time are you off? So yes, I am going to start. Oh God, here we go. Hello. I'm going to be starting tomorrow for a reading vlog challenge. And I've never read it, so God, I'm so sorry. Is it nicely? Thank you. He wasn't expecting me to come back, so because I'm at my parents' right now. I think I surprised him by coming through the front door. My lunch break, I'm going to film a video before going back to my laptop. Nice. I find lunch breaks are the most productive time for YouTube. I always film all my videos on my lunch breaks. Very convenient timing. Yeah, I literally am. I'm not going to be able to get any peace and quiet this afternoon. Yeah, maybe I should have given him an hour to calm down because I only got in 20 minutes ago. So yeah, you right? But no. So I don't really know what to say. It's been a long time since I've hosted a live stream. I feel a bit awkward and embarrassed. But yeah, I thought I'd get some reading in because I have a fairly busy weekend this weekend. I'm out tonight with some friends. Tomorrow, seeing a friend in Brent, the musical. So now is my time to read, hopefully without being too distracted. But yeah, and then got some plans on Sunday as well. So busy weekend. Have you started Tomorrow Times 3 yet? No. I pressed play on the audiobook, but I literally only heard this is a Penguin production or something, whatever it was. So no, I have not started it yet. I will be in this very first sprint. It's longer than I thought it was. The audiobook's 14 hours, which is fine. But yeah, this reading vlog has some chunky books in. So yes, it's my fun challenge. Yes, it's a Rent weekend. I have been obsessed with the musical, not gonna lie. I've been listening to it on repeat. I've watched it twice now. So I'm just trying to desensitize myself in a way. I don't want to cry because every time I watch it, I cry. And I don't know if I can brave crying in the theatre. I don't know if I've got that in me. Because it's quite a small theatre, so I feel like it'd be quite noticeable if I'm sat there crying. But yes, I'm so excited to see Rent. I've never seen it on stage, so yeah. Good boy. Thank you. Oh, kisses. Kisses. It's actually calming down a bit now, as long as he's got my attention. Yeah, I know it's going to be hard. I'm going to have to stash some tissues in my pocket and try not to make a thing of it. Especially if my friend, if I see him after, because he's in it, if I see him after the production, I can't be looking a mess. I gotta be looking good. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun night. I do like Rent. But yeah, finally get to see it on stage. Yeah. Can you see that? That's me when I get home from work. I just flop backwards like that. But yeah. Don't know if anyone has anything else interesting to say, or if you want to jump straight on into a sprint. Yeah, I'm not very good at holding a conversation. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing maybe 3 sprints. And then, because I got to go out tonight, I'd like some time to get ready. So yeah, 3 45-minute sprints maybe. How does that sound to you? Yeah? You up for that? You gonna sit nicely? I hope so. I hope so. Right. So I did actually, excuse me. Excuse me. No, that's naughty. I did actually set up a timer. Here we go. He's annoying. That's what he is. Yeah, he just needs attention. He's being a bit silly, I think. I think I interrupted him post-walk, like nap. So I think he's not rested since his walk, so he's a bit tired and a bit silly. Aren't you? Okay. I mean, I guess he can be both. He can be adorable, but equally in your face. Can't you? Okay, right. Good boy. So yeah, I found the perfect bookmark to go for this book. Matches perfectly, so felt the need to share that. But finally, yes, let's jump on into a sprint then. Yes, hope 45 minutes is good for everyone. And let's go. Hello, hello. Sorry, dogtail. I didn't want to like scare anyone, but I don't know if you could hear that noise from the timer. Because it made me jump. How did everyone do? I assume had productive sprints. I ended up reading up to, well, I got to page 52 of Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I literally decided I didn't want to tab it up or annotate today before leaving my flat to come here. And as I was reading it, I was like, actually, I do want to tab this. So I've taken pictures on my phone of the pages and then like annotated the picture. So when I do get home, I can add in my annotations. But seems interesting so far. But feels like I've barely made a dent into it. But progress is progress nonetheless. So yeah. Becca finished filming and went back to work. It's very quiet this afternoon though. Yeah, my work this morning before I finished was rather quiet. So I feel like it's Friday. It's Friday afternoon. It's always a bit quieter on Friday. Listened to pretty much a whole episode and had some work calls. Nice. What episode did you watch? Did you say you were going literally right back to the start? Because yeah, that's a long way back. That's like years ago. So yeah, which one? I was mostly updating all the Excel sheets with bookstores who want promo material things. Time for coffee, yay for a hot drink. I might make myself a tea in the next sprint. Haven't had one since getting here yet. I love a good like Excel spreadsheet. Like, there's just something about an Excel sheet. I love it. Every time I finish a book, like the highlight of finishing a book is updating my spreadsheets. Same with buying a book. Buying a book's great, but adding it to the spreadsheet, I mean, that's a bit scary because then the TBR number goes up, but yeah. Okay, one more than I would want to add to a live stream. Fair enough. No, I appreciate that. Okay. But yeah, I can't wait for, I've already said it, for season 11 to come out next week. For anyone who doesn't know, we'll talk about I Can Murder podcast. So, what? He's brought me his fox, his toy fox. Anywho, I feel like I don't know what else to say. Yeah, I feel like it's like that time of the week where I've just sort of lost the plot, really. There's not a lot going on in my brain. Hello. Sit down. Good boy. I think he thinks that I'm talking to him because there's no one else here. And yeah, he just thinks I'm speaking to him. And that's why he's like in my face. Yeah, but you're like, you can't tell. I feel like when you do your like live streams, you carry it so well. But yeah, I guess I'm a bit out of practice at the minute. It's been a long time. I think it's been like 2 years, maybe 3 before, or since I did a solo sprint session. So yeah. I know, he always does this. He has to show you a toy, don't you? It's fine when it's a soft toy. When he thinks he has to show you his antler, and then that's a bit sharp and hard, and yeah, that's a bit painful sometimes. But he loves showing toys. Yeah, that's pretty much what he's doing right now. Begging for attention. Yeah, because I don't ever talk unless I'm talking to him, when it's just me and him. So it makes sense. Oh god. He's now laying on his back down here. He's like now belly scratches. It's like awkward as been like, yeah. I think it's been about that amount of time. I think like last year me and Rebecca did a couple together, but it's been a while since I've hosted anything myself. So it's a bit scary. Especially in like the afternoon. I feel like I was a bit nervous that like no one would come. Because it's, yeah, an afternoon one instead of like evening, so people aren't necessarily reading right now. But I just wanted a bit of company really on my afternoon off. I only took the afternoon off to beat rush hour traffic driving, and I had loads of holiday to use up before March. So yeah, yes, you're nice. I don't mean that like you're going to be horrible or anything. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just a bit nervous. Just more about me. I just didn't know what to say. See, I like this. When people do sprints in the daytime, I like having them on so that I have like company when working from home. It makes me feel a bit more motivated to work, because sometimes when it's just me home alone with my laptop, I'm a bit like demotivated sometimes. But yeah, I like having the company on as well. I've only ever hosted on my own for like an hour. People running late for my sprints, and I felt so awkward. Yeah, I think I've done like 2 sprints before by myself. So yeah, I'm definitely not a seasoned professional at this like Chloe, but yeah, normally I would just invite friends. But yeah, don't know, I didn't think anyone would be available for an afternoon session to actually host, because I feel like you can't really host if you're like working. Speak for your first self, Chloe. Fair enough. I mean, I've not experienced that side of you, Marlene. I've only experienced nice Marlene. But yeah, you're all lovely. All lovely. Exactly. Everyone here is lovely. So that's the good thing about this community. For the most part, we're all very, very lovely people. But yeah, I feel like I'm going to get like backache from leaning over. Fun fact, I feel like this is my like filling time chat now. The laptop is currently sat, sorry, I just let go, didn't I? It's currently sat on a big box of brownies that I baked last night to make it a bit higher, because I doubled my mixture and had so many brownies that like I had to put it in like random cake tins as well. So yeah, I thought everyone like seemed to love my brownies last week. So when I came back this week, I thought, you know what, I'll make double, because we finished them all off in like 2 days to make them last longer. But I have a feeling they'll still go very quickly. But yeah, love a brown bake. Yes, I think it is. Assuming you are asking me. I have written it down because I got around the board in like 4 roles. It was, yeah, quite easy. Yes, eyewitness for scene recommend, like a book scene recommended, because this was everywhere. Oh, hello. Okay, fell over. And it's also for a vlog challenge to do with books being recommended, so it fit perfectly for that prompt. So yeah, brownies are always a good shout. Yeah, and they're just, I was gonna say easy. I mean, it still took a good chunk of my time out of the evening yesterday, especially because I doubled the mixture, and it was like, instead of using cocoa powder, it was like melting the chocolate. That took forever, chopping up like all this chocolate. So I like pre-chopped earlier in the day. I was so grateful, but like, hello. Oh God, thank you. Give me kisses. I was reading well. Hey! Oh, not right now. Oh yeah, okay, right, yeah. I thought you were just like in the future. But nice twinning on the eyewitness. I'm loving Forensic Fair. I did technically jump ahead. I read my 5-star prediction like yesterday. I finished it yesterday, but I do want to read another one, obviously, to end the month as Chloe intended. So yeah, but I did read my first 5-star prediction yesterday, and I don't want to give spoilers for a vlog that may be coming, but I was pretty on the nose with that. That was pretty accurate. I'm supposed to be reading House of Earth and Blood, but I'm really not in the mood, so I'm not going to force myself. I think I still put something on the Discord about that, actually, that you were like 35 pages in or something and just not feeling it. So fair enough. It's a chunky book. I don't blame you. Currently reading about A Gentleman in Moscow. I have heard of this, but I have not read it. Are you enjoying it? Because I don't know much about it, to be honest. I feel like it's a title that I've just heard floating around. Okay, you can read them in any order. Yeah, I am reading them kind of in any order. And because I only got like 4 official roles, all the other books, I'm just kind of fitting them to prompts. Like when I finished like Redeemed the other day, it was a romance, so I put it in the Always the Husband prompt. Even though that's like not one of my official roles. I hope that's okay. Yes, well, I have done that, but it would also be nice to end the month on a 5-star prediction and actually get a 5-star. That would be the ideal situation. I have another book I need to start tomorrow, and I'm tempted to roll ahead and hope that the prompt will fit. See, I was going to roll as you go. Then I realised that I'd already planned out my TBR for like challenges and vlogs and things like that, and it was just easier for me to just roll in advance and then fit the books as I went. Or not as I went, but like, I don't know, words. But yeah, I was going to roll as you go. I don't know if you saw my like TBR video where I just rolled the first one and it fit perfectly. And then I just one evening decided to roll again and completed the board in 4 rolls, fit all my TBR that I had already got perfectly. And I was like, I can roll again. I'll do a whole other circuit. And it took me like 8 rolls to get around again. And I was like, I can't add another 8 books to my TBR. So I scrapped that like second round, but I'll just like fit them to prompts as I go. Oh yeah, I knew what he meant. I'm sure House of Earth Blood is amazing. I'm just not in the mood right now. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, you have like just finished another like chunky series, like Sarah J. Maas series. So fair play to you, because they scare me. ACOTAR was big for me. I don't know if I could ever read like the Crescent City books. My 5-star prediction was Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, of course. I predicted correctly. Who would have thought? Not me. What a surprise. Which is exactly what Marlene says. Such a surprise. Yeah, I would be surprised if you gave it anything but a 5-star, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. Wet. But no, I forgot that was already out. I thought that was coming out later on. Hello. What about you? What do you think? Are you going to read a 5-star prediction this month? Yeah? Yeah, I think so too. Okay, it's being needy again. Distracted him for a little bit. I need a new 5-star, so that's the next. Okay, just going to peruse my shelves. I love that. Yeah, I've actually been doing quite well with 5 stars like this year so far. I've had 3 in January and 1 already in February. So doing well. Because I had about like, not including rereads, I only had about like 5 or 6 5-stars throughout the whole of last year. So I'm trying to be a bit more generous with them. And it doesn't have to be like that amazing 5-star feeling. Like if I'm still really enjoying it and would recommend it and all that, still love it, but it's not like the best thing on the planet, I'm allowed to still give it 5 stars. It might have bumped up to my 2nd or 3rd favourite of her books, really? Okay. Interesting. I still have not read Ali Hazelwood. I do own The Love Hypothesis, and I just haven't got to it yet. I need to get to it soon, I must say. When I was filming my entire TBR, I picked it up and I was like, damn, like I do actually want to read it soon. Out of like the 300 something books on my shelves that I haven't read yet, that was one that stood out as like, I need to fit that onto a TBR. Maybe I'll put it in a challenge and like force myself to read it that way. As someone who's been lucky enough to have Murphy Cuddles in real life, I'm very jealous of this attention right now. He's so cuddly. He's just needy, and he's already given up on me. Like, I'll show you. He's already waiting. Oh, no. He was waiting already for the next person to come home because he's already bored of me. I say that. I forget that you've had Murphy Cuddles. I forgot that you obviously came here for like the ABAs. How crazy. I fully forget that happens sometimes. Yeah. Do you remember Chloe? Yeah. Same here. I want to read The Love Hypothesis this year. Yeah, I want to read it this year. I just haven't. I don't know why. I got it in a charity shop for like £1, and it's in really good condition. I think it's a floppy book, so I really should get to it soon. Not that I necessarily prioritise floppy books, but floppy books, I don't know. Maybe I do subconsciously prioritise floppy books and like big font. Not ashamed to say it. That was a long time ago. Yeah, I mean, it was like 2 years ago. 2023, I think, wasn't it? I want to say. When we had good chats with like Benjamin Dean about, was it Twilight with Hunger Games or something? Yeah, it was a good night actually. I loved being a VIP. It felt really special. Bella sleep on her bed behind me. I want to wake her up for cuddles, but I'd feel bad. I know, it's like you can't win. You'd feel bad, but you get cuddles. But then you also wake her up. Yeah. At least he's like, I always feel bad when he's asleep and then I have to go out or have to do something or put him in his room. Because I'm like, I just don't want to wake you, but I have to. I remember once he like fell asleep on like in my lap, and he hardly ever does that anymore, but I had to go out to see a friend. I was like, I'm meant to be picking up my friend in 10 minutes. And he was just asleep in my arms. Okay, I'll do it. I'll make it happen. If I don't have it in my next, I'll say 2 TBRs, you can have a go at me. Love a flop. It's just something different about a floppy book. I just love it. Like if there's 2 books in a shop, I feel like we might all agree on this. Maybe not, I don't know. If there's 2 books in a shop of the same book, one's floppy, one's not, I'm going for the floppy one, hands down. You gotta do like a flop test. This is certainly a very stiff book. You can even tell by the sound it's a stiff book. But I got this book from a colleague at my old job. She like brought it in and was like, you guys need to read this to me and my colleague, and because we read, me and Jazz. She's the one I've been buddy reading the El Kennedy ones with. Another colleague came in and was like, you guys need to read this, just have the book. And Jazz was like, I've already got it. So then she just gave it to me. So I was like, I kind of have to read it now. So, and then when it fit for this video challenge, I finally getting around to it. So initially I had no interest in reading tomorrow. But because my mum's read it and I think my aunt's read it and they didn't like it at all. So yeah. My birthday is in March. You could read it then, just saying. I mean, I could. I will try and fit it on to my March TBR. I'll make it a priority. You may need to remind me in like 2 weeks. Unless I set a reminder on my phone, because I probably will forget, but I'll do it for you. I picked up The Quiet Tenant again on my Kindle last night. Oh yes, I remember. It's really good. Not 5-star prediction though, so I'll need to work it into my roles. Yeah, because you did say it was good on the train, and you only read like a little bit. Well, a little bit. But yeah, glad you're enjoying it though. I think you sent me a picture last night actually of you reading it in bed. Sounds weird. Yeah, I'll make sure I fit it in. It'll happen. Maybe if I plan like a vlog now in the next sprint where I can fit it in. But yeah, speaking of next sprint, do you guys want another sprint now? Yeah, we're 15% on the train, up to 45% last night. Nice, solid progress then. I'm sure you can fit it in somewhere to your roles. Yes, I think you were more talking about the Kindle stand as opposed to like the book, so it's fine. But yeah, I think it's time for another sprint. Still working away. Cool, perfect. That's all I needed. One person to agree. I assume 45 minutes is enough again. Can I zoom in? I feel like that's really... No. Is that better? I don't know if that's any better at all. That's as far as it would zoom in. Okay. Right, so I guess I'll see you in 45 minutes. Hello, hello. Oh, that got Murphy up again. Come on. He did the trick on me during that sprint of basically tricking me that he needed the toilet and then going sitting beautifully next to his treat tin. So, yeah. So, I got to page, let's have a look, 110. So 110, I can't do the mental maths right now. So I had 58 pages in that sprint. So doing well. So yeah, making a bit more of a progress. So how did everyone else do? If you're whatever you're up to, yeah. I kind of forgot you to pack from it. Yes, your night away, your silent disco. I literally messaged you earlier and was like, how was your night out last night? Thinking it was last night. Yeah, you should do that before you need to go. Hello. How cute to think. Yes, we're sitting in the same room together with our pets, of course. Yeah, I've been deserted now by mine, but yeah. What time is it for you? I swear, because you're in like Australia. Yeah. That made me, I'm so sorry. I meant to actually turn it off this sprint. It made me jump. Well, sort of made me jump. Like I didn't see it coming. I saw I had like 39 seconds and then like zoned out again. So apologies. I'll try to remember to mute. Do you know what? I'll mute it right now. Mute screen audio. Okay. My laptop is a bit broken right now. So when I click, it like clicks loads. So I try to like click once and then, so I've just like muted. Irrelevant. Still Excel cheating away. Fair. Oh, I love good Excel sheet. I started reading Throne of Secrets, but then had some actual work to do. Oh, bummer. Yeah, I'm so glad I had the afternoon off. I feel like I should do this more often. But then again, I actually have like big holidays like coming up this year. Today I booked a holiday to Milan for the Winter Olympics. So that's next February. I bought tickets for the Winter Olympics, basically. I haven't booked anything else. So I'll be in Milan next year. I just need to, do the rest of it. Finished a cup of coffee, read 15 pages. Nice. I said I was going to make a cup of tea, and I never did. I just sat and read. I had a brownie, though, because it's quite risky. My brownie sat under the laptop, because they're right there. Very late or early. 2:30 a.m. Blimey. I guess it's a Friday night, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, it might do. I don't know if you're working on Saturday or not. Bold assumption from me. Yeah. I have not stayed up that late in a while. So yeah, that's quite late for me. I tried to watch an ice hockey game last night. So I set my alarm for 3 and fell straight back asleep. Like with the hockey game on my laptop. So yeah, that didn't go well. I'm a bit of an early bird now. So yeah. I don't know what else to say. I'm at that awkward stage now. Yeah. No. Hello. Here he comes. Come on then. There he is. Yeah, staring at me. He will probably pretend to need the toilet again and go sit by his treat basket. Hello. I see you. Just so I can write, can't sleep. Reading is nice, so yeah, I had that the other night actually. Like I planned to go to bed at like 10, and it got to midnight and I was still awake. But yeah, I hate it when you get stuck at like that. When like you try everything, and you just can't sleep. Reading is nice, though. Yeah, I love listening to like a podcast now at night. Like I feel like I can't go to sleep now without putting a podcast on, which I don't know if that's good or not. I told my friend about that, and they said that I have like abandonment issues. That I have to be like feel like I'm with someone, which is like wild. Which I don't think I have those issues, but anyway, fun fact. Apparently, I'm reading a mystery, so it's not the. Oh, okay. Is it getting to like figuring it out, or is it just like spooky mystery? What mystery is it? Do tell. I finished a mystery last night, and if I didn't finish it in the evening, I probably would have stayed up and read it, because it may or may not have gotten 5 stars. The last book in trilogy, If I Live, by Terry Blackstock. I have not heard of that. Is it any good? I assume like the series must be good if you've like gone to the 3rd one. But yeah, I do like a good mystery. I feel like it's been a while. I haven't read an Agatha Christie mystery. It's like August, maybe September, which is wild for me. I used to read at least 1 a month, sometimes 2. So I need to get back into my like mysteries, my solid mysteries. Oh, goodness. So many people are dying. Fair enough. I love that though. Well, I mean, obviously not in real life. So good, really recommend. What's the first one? I mean, I guess I could find out from like the author. And I'll add it. I'll screenshot it and then I'll add it later. Oh, can't even log into my own phone. Didn't like my face. If I run. Okay, if I run. Okay. Right, I'm going to screenshot that. I'll come back to that later. Yeah, sounds interesting. Do you like a good mystery? Yeah, I read a middle grade mystery earlier this month, and the rest of the series had been pretty decent. Like, not amazing. I mean, it's a middle grade mystery. I'm hardly the target audience. But this one was just like not it for me. I got so lost. It's a middle grade and I got lost. So I must have either been really tired or it wasn't that good. I love when an author is not afraid to kill off half the cast. Yeah. It breaks me. But I love it. It's chaotic. I like the chaos. Yeah, exactly. It makes it feel unhinged. Like you don't know where it's going to go. Yeah. Like who's going to die next? You never know. You paused me by accident. No worries, Chloe. Glad you rejoined. How's your packing going for your little silent disco? It sounds really fun. It does sound really fun. I haven't been to a silent disco. I've never properly done a silent disco. When I was at uni in stage crew, I designed a light rig for a silent disco, which is so hard because, well, we had one with like multiple channels, so you couldn't really do anything fun with lights because only like a portion of the people were listening to it. So it's only like when absolute bangers, like say, I remember All Star by Smash Mouth coming on, and everyone played that, and so I like put all the lights green. But yeah, I haven't been to a silent disco since. Just finishing getting ready, then I'm out the door. Ooh, exciting. Oh, so I had to leave for a bit. I work it right out, but I'm back. No, that's fine. That's what, I mean, it's, you know, what, 3:30 in the afternoon. So I was expecting people to be working and dipping in and out. It's not, I usually am as well. I've never been to one. Oh, yeah, you have to let me know what you think. Because, yeah. Is it one? Do you know if it's one of like multiple channels? Because that makes things a whole lot more interesting. I was watching The Night Agent on Netflix season 2. I literally cried when one of the bad guys died. So on Hinge show in that way. Oh, I've not heard of that one. Or have I heard of it? I definitely haven't watched it. Is it something I need to watch? Because I like unhinged things. Me and my flatmate finally finished Black Doves. It's only 6 episodes and it may have taken us like 2 months, but we finished. And that was really good. We loved Black Doves. So highly recommend that one. And just like the characters, it felt very British as well. I think part of the reason we loved it was like the British humour. I've only done one silent disco once, and it was at Reading Festival. It was amazing, interesting. See, mine was just at my like students' union club, so not that exciting. I remember it was horrendous. The night before was Bass Hunter was the act, and Bass Hunter liked to party and invited the entire crew to an after party after the club shut. And I was good. I was like, you know what? It's my light rig tomorrow. I'm going home and having an early night. So I didn't go to this party. And everyone else did. So when it came to 10 o'clock to setting up this light rig, it was just me. Just me, and I was like, I can't put lights up a ladder by myself. So I had to change the design. That was a mini rant. I always use that in my job interviews when they ask, like, when have you hit like an unexpected problem? Like, what was your solution? That was always my story. 80s, 90s, noughties, love it. That's like peak music for me, anyway. Apart from like a certain select few artists that release music now, I exclusively listen to like those 3 decades. What's it about? Okay, how to explain it? Black Doves. It was like Hitmen, and Black Doves is like an association where people basically find out information like spies and for the highest bidder. And our main character is posing as the wife of an MP, but her lover has been assassinated and she wants to get revenge. I feel like that's such a bad description, but I highly recommend. It is great. It is great. I'm not very good at coming up with like descriptions of things like that. Those are, yes, they are. I have like a whole bank of them. I literally have a Word document on my laptop from when, I don't know if anyone else had to do this, if they were applying for jobs during like COVID, but like had to do like online recorded interviews. Because I was applying for like a placement year. So I applied to like everywhere during like 2020. And all my interviews were like recorded. So I had like pre-planned answers on a Word document, and then you had like 1 minute to read the question and prepare, and then 2 minutes to answer. But I had loads of like pre-planned answers, so I just then kind of half read from my laptop screen. I don't think it's not cheating. It's just being prepared. Resourceful. Sounds intense. Yeah, I mean, it's intense, but funny. Like it was comedic, I guess. But then again, it was quite like British humour, I think, like quite a lot of sarcasm. I don't know how to explain it, but I highly recommend. Never done online, but I did compile examples of soft skill things to prepare. Yeah, definitely. Always helpful. Hopefully, I don't plan on going to an interview anytime soon. I'm only 6 months into this job, and I do really like it, so hopefully I'll stick around. But I still have that document just in case. Just in case, I don't know. I was going to say get sacked. I don't think I'll get sacked, but like, yeah, I don't know. Words. I don't know what I'm speaking anymore. Reminds me of Kingsman. Yes. I haven't watched that in a long time. I don't think I've seen the newest one. Was there a new one? I feel like there's a new one fairly recently. But the first 2, I really like. It does give those sort of vibes, I think. But I don't know. It's only like an 6 episode series. So yeah, highly recommend. Nice. I should probably watch the new one soon. So do you like Colin Firth? And what's his name? Taron something? Yeah. Oh, so yeah, very recently. Haven't watched that one yet. Fair. All right. So, shall we do another sprint? How does another 45-minute sprint feel like? I don't know what he's expecting. I think it's because I said right. That normally means like something's going to happen for him. Yeah. Just like a staring contest now. Yeah. Does that sound good? You up for a sprint? Perfect. Well, Rebecca's down for it, so that's all I need. One person to convince me. Got this needy dog now. Right. So I guess on that note then, I shall see you in 45. Hello. Hello, hello. I hope I didn't make anyone jump this time. How did everyone do? I got to page 164. So that is 54 pages, which isn't bad because I took a little break in the middle to give Murphy his dinner, and I listened to some music while I did that instead of the audiobook. So yes. Apparently I am 32% of the way through tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. So making, I think, solid progress actually for a little afternoon reading session. I think that probably is going to be the last sprint because I have to be at a friend's house for 5:30, which is in an hour. So I don't have enough time to do at least another like full sprint. I do apologise, I didn't actually press start of the timer at the start of the sprint. So it probably was about somewhere around the 45-minute mark. But yes, we did lose a couple people. Oops, that's my comment. Chloe headed off and for her silent disco night, and Heidi left, which is fair enough because it must be like 3:30 in the morning now in Australia, so that's fair enough. But yeah. I feel like I haven't got much more to add, so I'll wrap up fairly soon. But yeah, if anyone has anything to say before I depart, now's the chance. I feel really awkward now. But yeah. Murphy's first time he hasn't actually come and bothered me as soon as I start talking. I think it's because he knows it's about the time when my parents come home from work, and so he sat waiting, looking out the window. Thank you, Rebecca. We're just getting ready there and then going out for dinner, so it'll be nice. Oh, you've just asked. Yeah, we're going out in Brighton for a meal. It's my school friends who I haven't seen. We haven't met up as a group for a couple of years, I think. So yeah, because we were in school together until year 11. So yeah, it's been a while. We don't get to see each other very often, so we're all very excited to meet up. I didn't do any reading. I'm just at working. Fair enough. I mean, it is, yes, only 4:30. Yeah, that's fairly expected. I had fun doing these today, though. So I definitely would like to do some more sprints, I think, in the future. I don't know. Maybe I'll pick like a better time. I mean, I only decided to do these yesterday very impromptu because I had the afternoon off work. So I had the time. But I feel also like it's quite a competitive market for evening sprints. So I don't want to like steal someone's evening. Oh, hello, Molly. That's fine. I'll be letting you go very soon. So done with work. Thanks for the sprints. No problem. But yeah, I definitely would like to do them more. Maybe if I'm free on like a weekend, I could do some like morning ones. Maybe then Heidi can join when it's not like 2:00 in the morning for her. So yeah. Yeah, see, I get that. Might as well just do them whenever. But I don't know. Sometimes I quite like watch it. Like I watch Chloe's sprints, so I wouldn't ever do them on the same night as Chloe's because I then like watching. But yeah, I'm away next weekend again, but then I have the week off work from the 17th. So I have no plans. Well, I mean, I'm going away, but that's only for half the week, and so I just have the rest of the days off, so I might do some then. But I enjoyed it, so I've enjoyed this afternoon. Whether anyone else has or not, it's another question. I read a bit more of my book up to page 62. Very nice, very nice. Some solid progress. Hope you've now all finished work. Also made a tea because I'm freezing. I finally made myself tea in that sprint. Yeah, I needed it. My fingers were getting a bit cold, so it was just nice to hold and drink, obviously. Yeah, apart from Chloe's nights, yeah. I don't really watch anyone else. I feel like a lot of people do sprints on like Patreons, and I'm not really subscribed to people's Patreons at all. I'm signed up as like one of those free members, so I see like their posts, but I'm not part of anyone else's like actual Patreons. But yeah. Oh, sorry, Becca. I'm like I do 8 till 4, so I quite like my finishing at 4. Especially I can't wait for it to be like lighter, because I used to go on like walks after work. Because I literally live on like a river with like a very nice river path. And I haven't been able to do that because when I finish work, it's like pitch black, and I'm not walking along a river by myself through the woods at night. That's a bit scary. And I also don't trust myself not to trip and slip into the river. You can do it, Becca. Yes, you can. It's not too much further. I feel like once you get to that last hour, so for me, when it hits like 3 o'clock, I'm like, I feel like it's not achievable. Obviously, it's achievable, but like the end is in sight. The light is at the end of the tunnel. But yeah, so yeah. So I think I won't commit to any more sprints today, but it has been really lovely. So thank you for everyone who has joined, even if you have just been working. I've enjoyed the company and it's been nice. And I feel like I probably wouldn't have actually read as much as I did if I had been here by myself, because I feel like my attention would have been like here, there, and everywhere. I probably wouldn't have actually sat and read. So to read 164 pages of this, I am very happy. I might sit and listen to a little bit more by myself for the next like half hour or so while I get ready. But oh, well, thank you, Becca. Thank you. So yeah, it's been lovely to chat with you guys. And Murphy, I'm sure, says goodbye too, but I'm going to leave you there and hopefully see you soon. I feel really awkward now. I have to do that awkward wave. Bye.